Hey there! Today let's talk about momentum and collisions. But first, what is momentum? Momentum is a vector because velocity is a vector and mass a scalar. Momentum is defined as the product of mass and velocity. For a particle of mass m and velocity v, the momentum p is m times v. So basically, the formula wherein momentum is denoted as p, mass is denoted with m, and velocity is denoted with v. Momentum can be defined as mass in motion. All objects have mass, therefore, if an object is moving, then it has momentum. It has its mass in motion. Momentum depends upon the variables mass and velocity. We can change momentum by changing its mass or changing its velocity. A mass unit is multiplied by a velocity unit to provide a momentum unit. For example, a train moving at 120 km per hour, a baseball flying through the air, a heavy truck moving, a bullet fired from a gun, and this is an indication of how hard it would be to stop the object. As we know, all objects have some amount of mass, so when they move or in motion condition, then this possesses momentum. Momentum has both magnitude and direction as it is a vector quantity. The momentum of a particle is a measure of the time required for a constant force to bring it to rest. The momentum of any object that is at rest is zero. If the mass is kept constant, then the momentum of an object is directly proportional to its velocity. In terms of an equation, the momentum of an object is equal to the mass of the object times the velocity of the object. These are certain points which describes the basics of momentum. Momentum is a product of mass and velocity. It is a vector quantity that has got the same direction as that of velocity. The greater the mass or weight, the greater is the momentum. It is an indication of how difficult it would be to stop a moving object. Momentum is a quantity that has a magnitude, direction, and a size. If the mass is kept constant, then the momentum of an object is directly proportional to its velocity. Now, let's remember that it is important to note that for a body in motion, the momentum is zero as the velocity is zero. When the object moves, then it gains momentum as the velocity increases. Hence, greater the velocity, greater is the momentum. Now, let's go to the types of collisions. A collision is an event where momentum or kinetic energy is transferred from one object to another. Now here is a large truck massing 10,000 kg and moving at 2 meters per second. Has the same momentum as a 1,000 kg compact car moving at 20 meters per second. They both have P equals 20,000 km per second. The other quantity can be transferred in a collision is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. It is defined as K equals 1/2 times mass times velocity per second. The relationship between kinetic energy and mass is linear, which means that a vehicle massing twice as much has twice as much kinetic energy. The relationship between kinetic energy and velocity is exponential, which means that as you increase your speed, kinetic energy increases dramatically. There are two general types of collisions in physics. It is elastic and inelastic. An inelastic collision occurs when two objects collide and do not bounce away from each other. An elastic collision occurs when two objects bounce apart when they collide. Two rubber balls are a good example. In an elastic collision, both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. Almost no energy is lost to sound, heat, or deformation. The first rubber ball deforms, but then quickly bounces back to its former shape and transfers almost all the kinetic energy to the second ball. Now that's the end to momentum and collision.